cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
First down.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second guy come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The ball carrier.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's a game.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun is Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
24 is the mic. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Aaron Rodgers.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Check, check. Fresno. Watch the ship.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He starts with a give to Akers. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Being chased out left. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Christian.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. They'll run this with Akers. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a run with Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. 24 is the mic. Rap. Inside. 24 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. He's crashing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. 24 is the mic. Take me out. Here we go. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. 24 is the mic. Watch the screen.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Johnny Hecker.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at the 15. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 56 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Rams.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
26.
To throw again, Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Green Bay Packer.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 44-yard
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing. What? Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
makes the score Packers 31, Rams 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Ball carrier.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Here's Gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of
the end result, 21 yards.
Down, Rams.
Hey, watch the slant.
Gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of 6.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Hank's almost going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The kick.
We're kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now it's gone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Come on with it, man.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going deep here for Watkins. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
First down, Love to pass. He sets up the screen to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Working out of the gun. Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 59.
Love from the gun to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Going right back to Akers. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the end zone, Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he fields it cleanly. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves us staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. And no move to get the